All right, join me on the mat. My little doggies are following me to join me on the mat. They think I'm talking to them. All right, come to a comfortable seated position on the mat. Start your fitness device if you would like. Close your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable to you. Draw your attention to your breath. Begin ocean breathing with the sound, audible sound in the back of your throat. Breathing like this helps us focus our attention so that yoga becomes a moving meditation. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. It's perfectly normal. As we move through the practice, we will bring our attention back to the movement, back to the breath. Let's go ahead and start warming up. Keep your eyes closed or flutter them open either way. Inhale, scoop your arms up. Exhale, float them down. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, float. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, float. One more time. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, float. Since I'm in this position with a doggy on my lap, go ahead and bring your right hand to your left knee, right hand behind you. I think I said it the other way around. Well, twist, bring the opposite hand to opposite knee, turn and look over your other shoulder. Gentle twist. Inhale, come back to center, take it to the other side. And back to center. Let's do a side stretch now. Bring one palm to the mat and the other arm up to the sky. And then over. Oh my goodness, I think this is how many dogs will sit in my lap at the same time. Oh, I love this. And inhale, come through center, take it to the other side. Try to leave both hips on the mat, both sits bones. Wiggle your fingers, stretch a little farther, and come back to center. Bring both hands to your knees. Let's do some seated cat-cows. First, exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhale, come through center. Push your chest forward, draw your shoulder blades together in the back. Exhale, round. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Inhale, come through center. Shoulder blades back. Pull your elbows back. Exhale, round. Chin to chest. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, round. Let's do two more. Go at your own pace. To stretch where you need to. Finding what feels right for your body. I think I've been sitting down too long today, and this feels really good. Last one, wherever you are, finish your cycle and come back to center. And we'll make our way to our hands and knees. Excuse me, little doggies. Make your ways, not hands and knees, because no knees, but make your way to downward facing dog, hands and feet. There we go. Beep, 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 beep. Cutie pies. Let's pedal out our feet. First, drop one heel towards the mat, and then the other. Go at your own pace. Pedal out your feet. Slowly warming up the backs of our legs. hips or ankles. Bringing a little heat to our shoulders and our wrists. Maybe even get a little twisting action with your hips. Look under your armpit. Bring both heels to stillness now. If your wrist or if this is too much on your wrist, go ahead and drop to child's pose. Otherwise, hang with me here for a couple more breaths. Drop your heels towards the mat. Push your seat up to the sky. Ears are in between your biceps. Breathe. Inhale, look forward and slowly walk your feet, tiptoe your feet towards the front of the mat. Hang in forward fold. Clasp opposite elbows with your hands. Let your head and neck hang. Maybe feeling a stretch through your hamstrings and the back of your legs. Feel free to bend your knees gently. Get a nice little gentle bend so your knees aren't locked. And release your hands and one vertebrae at a time, roll up to stand. You know, nobody's one can do really one vertebrae at a time, but it's just the image of like trying to roll up gently. I don't think anybody's spine works. Maybe some people's do, but most people's don't. All right, come to Tadasana. The front of the mat, hip feet together or hip width apart. Let's do a couple of sun salutations to get us moving. Help stretch out those hamstrings and the lower back. Inhale, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, find a spot that doesn't have dogs on it, and lower down to plank. Come forward on your toes, and then lower down. Elbows kiss your ribs forward and up to upward facing dog. Point your toes behind you, nice. And curl your toes under, send your hips high and back for downward facing dog, nice. Breathe, return to your breath. Draw your heels down toward the mat, push back with your hands, send your sits bones a little higher. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump or step your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Stick your booty out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Nice. Y'all are adorable, but I am going to get a second yoga mat. Scoot y'all over. Come on, yoga mat, come with me. Stuck. All right. Excuse me. Oh, y'all are stuck. All right, never mind. All right. Yoga mat number 2. Because I have lots of yoga mats. Might as well use them. All right, let's do that again one more time. Inhale, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Come forward on your toes, lower down. So when you're in plank, your shoulders are over your wrists. And you come forward over your toes so that you're a little bit farther forward and then lower down, elbows at your sides. Inhale forward and up to upward facing dog. Exhale, curl your toes under, send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Hold here. Breathe. Press your knuckles into the mat. Not the tops of your knuckles, but the underside, your palm. Dig your fingers into the mat. Fingertips like claw through. Helps take pressure off your wrist. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, jump or step your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Stick your booty out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, root to rise. Arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Let's do that one more time. It really helps to warm up the backs of the legs and the low back. Inhale, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, back to plank. Come forward on your toes and lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale forward and up to upward facing dog with the tops of your upward facing dog. The tops of your feet are on the mat. Yep, arms are straight. Gaze is forward or up. Lift your knees if you can. Helps engage those muscles of the legs. All right, not to hold here too long. Curl your toes under. Send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Hold here. Please don't do that to my mat. Thank you. And breathe. You know, when little doggies try to like dig a hole, like they're trying to like pat down all the grass to find just the perfect little spot to lay down. They're digging on their pillow or their bed or whatever. This one's digging on my yoga mat. It's like, stop that. You're scratching it all up. I go through a lot of yoga mats here. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, jump or step your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Nice. All right, let's do a few standing stretch poses and then we'll move to the mat for some hamstring releases. Go ahead and step your right foot back. Come into your warrior one stance. Arms up into warrior one. Oh, front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Back foot turned in just a little. Arms up, engage your arms. Lower your shoulders away from your ears. You might feel a stretch through your hips, maybe through your ankle, heel. Open up your arms and hips for warrior two. Drop down into your lunge. You might feel a stretch through the inside of your thigh, your back leg. You widen your distance between your feet and drop down a little lower in that lunge. The lower you go, the more of a stretch you'll feel through the inside of your leg, like the groin area and the inside of that thigh. A couple more breaths here. Inhale to come up. Reach your fingertips forward, 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 forward. Now we feel a stretch on the inside of the other thigh, or at least I do when I stretch really far like that. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then arm down. It's one of the reasons why I like to stretch my hand out far, 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 far first. Yep, and then down because I feel that stretch. Inhale to the right arm up to the sky, gazes up. Triangle pose. Open up your chest to the sky. This helps stretch open the upper thoracic part of your spine. Open up your chest. Engage the muscles of your legs. We can do this in a lot of different ways, but the way I like to think of it is like lifting my kneecaps. When I lift my kneecaps, then my quads engage, and that gives me a deep stretch through the backs of my legs. Neat how that works. Dig your toes into the mat. Inhale to come up. Oh, wait. I was going to say cartwheel our hands to the front, but let's not. Let's skip that so that don't have our wrist on the mat. You can either pivot your feet to turn around and look the other way, or if you'd like, just turn around, right? Nice, so that you can see me. Now we have our right foot forward, left leg back. Come into wherever you are. Yep, so the right leg is forward, left leg is back. Arms out like a T. Come on up to warrior one. So pivot your hips to the front of the mat. You might need to change the distance between your feet or keep them where they are. That's fine. Arms up, warrior one. Reach your fingertips up, 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 up. And then lower your shoulders. Keep both of those things going. Relax shoulders and other parts of your arms engaged, your fingertips and your biceps and your forearms. Nice. Open your arms and hips for warrior two. Nice. Go a little deeper into your lunge. You might feel a stretch the back of your leg, back leg. Shoulders might be getting a little bit of a workout. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Reach your fingertips forward, 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 forward. Nice. Feel that stretch until we can't reach any farther forward. And then right hand down to your shin or a block. Left arm up to the sky. Gaze is up. These poses are so basic. I say basic, they're actually kind of hard to do, I think, but they're like taught in like all the, all the yoga classes. It's your warrior one, your triangle, your warrior two. And I think that they're used so often because they're so good. Stretching and opening and strengthening and so many things at the same time. Breathe. Inhale to come up. Bend your front leg. Come into warrior two. Gaze is over your front hand. Drop down into your lunge a little lower. So you feel a stretch through your back leg. At the same time, trying to press your pinky toe of that back leg down into the mat. There's equal forces, opposite forces. Breathe. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Straighten your front leg and work your way to step forward to the front of the mat. Shake it out. We'll do an up and down here. Inhale, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, root to rise. Arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees generously, root to rise. Arms up, press palms, gaze up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Nicely done. Come on, let's come on down to the mat. Find your strap before you do that. Have it handy. Oh my God, I love this. You guys are adorable. All right, come to a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you. Find your strap, loop it around the bottoms of your feet. Extend your both legs. Lift up with your chest first, nice straight back. And then hinge forward at the waist. Walk your hands slowly down the strap towards your feet. Or past if it's in your wheelhouse to grab your big toes with your fingers, with your index fingers. That's great. Kind of make a loop around your big toes with your index fingers. If that is not in your wheelhouse, just keep holding on to that strap. Inhale, expand, exhale, sink a little deeper. Return to your breath. Release the strap. Inhale to come up. Bend both knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Your feet can be close to your torso or not, your choice. Find what works for your body today. Maybe move the flesh away from your sits bones. Sit your sits bones down on the mat. Lift your chest high. Hinge forward at the waist. Use your elbows to press against your thighs. Come as far forward as you like. Your spine can round or not. Keep pressing those knees down to ease them down closer to the mat. Huh. My left side, I notice, is like, oh yeah, I can do this. My right side's like, no, not so much. It's uneven. I knew my right hip was tight, but that's interesting. Straighten the back of your neck. So your gaze is down. Breathe. With every inhale, expand. With every exhale, go a little deeper. Inhale to come up. Change your position on the mat so that your feet are long, so that you're long ways on the mat. Keep your strap nearby. We're going to use it in a minute. Roll back. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. Extend one leg out long. Find your strap. Keep one knee into your chest. Loop the strap around the bottom of your foot and extend your leg up to the sky. Hold both sides of the strap in one hand. Wrap that strap around your wrist. And just hold. Reach your heel toward the sky. And breathe. Slowly drop your foot to the outside. So right now I have my right foot in the air, so I'm going to drop my right foot to the right side, still holding on to the mat, to the strap. Let it go towards the mat as far as it'll go. Try to tug on that strap so that your leg stays straight and your foot is working to go towards your ear. I'm a long way from that, but let's still work towards that goal. Breathe. Just keep breathing. Keep letting it sink down closer to the mat. Draw that leg up towards the midline above you, and then let it cross the midline. Change hands with the strap and let it cross to the other side. There's a hip stretch, stretching through the back of the other side of the hamstring. The hamstring is a group of four, I believe. For some reason, that's just lost my memory. It's stuck two. Anyway, it's a group of muscles, and we've now stretched one part of that group when we dropped our leg to the outside. Now we're going to stretch the other part of that group by dropping your leg to the other side. You might feel it through your glute and hips. Slowly work to drive your heel towards the opposite wall. That is intense. Breathe. When we feel intense stretches, our body wants to fight it and not let it stretch too far. It's normal, that's natural. We work with our breath. Slowly inhale and deep, long, long exhales. It tells our body that it's safe to stretch. It's okay to stretch. We got this. We're not going to let it get hurt. Release your strap. Bring that leg back to midline and hug your both knees into your chest. The leg we just worked, send that one out long. Keep your other leg into your chest. Loop the strap around the bottom of that foot. Lift it toward the sky. Wrap your strap around your wrist so that the pressure of that strap is not all in your fingers, not all in your hand. Reach your heel toward the sky. Try to pull on the strap to slowly draw your big toe towards your nose. It always gives me a little chuckle because there's absolutely no way on this planet that is happening anytime soon. Maybe someday, but not today. And if that is in your wheelhouse, feel free. And then keep holding that strap with your hand and let your foot fall open to the outside. Keep holding on to that strap. Trying to stretch all parts of your hamstring here. The three different types of hamstring stretches with your leg up and out to one side and then out to the other side. Breathe. Couple more deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, draw that foot up toward the midline, up to the sky, and then let it fall, cross over the midline and fall to the other side. Oh, I forgot to suggest that you switch when it comes to the midline, switch wrist with your strap. There you go. And then let it fall. Legs straight. Ease it down. Keep tugging on your strap. It's okay to let your hip come up on this one. One arm on the strap, other arm out to your side like a T. Gaze can be over towards that hand to get a stretch through your spine as well. Spinal twist. And continue that stretch all the way up to your neck by looking out towards your outstretched hand. And the foot that has the strap with it, see if you can draw your toes back towards your head and your heel, push your heel out. Ooh, if that's too intense, just relax that foot. And breathe. Draw your attention back towards your breath. Release your strap. Bring both knees into your chest. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll from side to side. Extend your legs out long as the yoga mat. Let your feet fall open to the sides. Press the small of your back into the mat. Shuffle your shoulder blades underneath you. That way your chest is nice and open. Bring your arms to your sides, palms up. Come into Shavasana now. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Relax your hips, your belly. Relax your thighs and your knees. Relax your calves, your hips. Relax your ankles and heels. And breathe. Shavasana, corpse pose, final relaxation. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Bring your hands, if you'd like to go ahead and finish with me, bring your hands together, palms together. Draw your thumbs toward your forehead. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Roll over to your side. Use your hands to push up. Give thanks to the universe. Give thanks to your body. Give yourself a pat on the back. You showed up. You did it.